cause another price surge on crude oil. So despite that, too, we still have a lower oil price, and also analysis coming from the market that we're having a lot of we're gonna have um, demand surge from the Asian buyers. So it will be another signal to support our buying analysis. So that I'm trying to log in again. Yeah, yeah. So I'm in now. So I will remove some persons. Okay, so in case I remove you, I apologize to that. So you're not allowed to be here if you didn't pay for this class. So this is an exclusive class where we do a live analysis and trading. So I will remove you, Ken Onon. I think Mike Eduka. I may be able to remove you, including Igor Brown. So this is our setup since almost like a week now. So last week when inventory report came out, it was similar. It was almost at this price, right? Yeah. The report last week was somewhere here too.
Yeah,
One,
it's
two,
just
three.
almost the same price.
Yeah. So for me, I refuse to sell because it's supposed to be it was a supply of 3 million barrel. Mm. So as per I didn't sell, but now this another report coming up today, and then the API report is actually going to support. It's most likely going to like the EIA report rather most likely going to cohere with the API report of minus 2.4 million barrel. It's most likely going to support it minus 2.4 million barrel. So what we're gonna be the outcome in the next 30 minutes is this. If the report here become if the report coming out here become a shortage of supply, fine. If it become oversupply, like more supply, fine, but I'm not gonna sell because I've already gotten my entry and it's very. I think yesterday somebody told me that she was in this market. Who was that? Is it Opeyemi? Yeah, someone told me that she's holding a buy at this lower price. Let me know if the person's name is here.
Yeah,
It's
even me,
Cynthia.
even me.
Is it
It's
Cynthia?
Cyn- yeah, it's Cynthia.
Okay, yeah, in the market, yeah. Probably it must be on a positive or near positive. So, but that's not actually a profit. Profit for us is when we hit 200 or 300 pips. That's when it's profit for us. And so you're on a good rate. SL62 is an IDSL, or any price below 62 is also an IDSL. Yeah, I don't know if any one of you have a question because until we make the profit, we'll never stop. There's nothing much. Okay, I didn't even check gold. So gold is doing well. Okay, I didn't check gold in the morning because I just rushed to work. Uh, we were expecting to enter gold within 3299. I don't. Okay, it could be the escalation that's pushing the gold price up. So it's not actually a nice setup for me, but it's actually a good one. So here may build the mini support on gold. You see, at this price now could be a very mini support. on gold, but this price could have been the best. Here could have been the best for me. If you didn't go to that price, if you didn't continue coming down, maybe we'll do the gold analysis tomorrow, go sit up. So do you know why? Let this market eventually close. This green, if you close this uptrend today, then we'll hit our buy button here. Then I put a stop loss here. That if you want to follow my risk management stop loss or my own or within this area, because I was expecting it to keep dropping towards this point before we go into the market again. But sometimes it will not go to that price. If this particular sign here is a sign of uptrend, then we could be able to hit it up here, and the price will most likely continue to rise to most likely continue to rise to 3-4. Because in September, there's analysis we expected to drop on September that oil price will close, gold will close around 3,900. So there may be a very serious surge from September, and especially if this escalation that's here and there now started coming in. In fact, there's going to be most likely an escalation within the Middle East again. Yeah. So the price of gold is going to go up. Do you know why I emphasize on bullish on gold? Because in our company, we are not selling gold. We have been buying gold. We have not even had any single sale on gold. Yeah, so we only look for opportunity to buy gold. We don't look for opportunity to sell gold.
So, sir, what of the FOMC that is coming?
No. FOMC doesn't have strong impact on commodity. See, understand the market fundamentals. Commodities controls the economy. And then when it comes to commodities, oil price controls the major assets, including forest and stock market. And another thing you need to understand about the market fundamental is also that commodities are not regional or country-based stocks. Do you understand? For example, Nigeria has oil, right? And we are most likely Nigerians here. Maybe so. So Nigerian has oil, but our policy cannot determine the oil price. It's as simple as that, because it's a global commodity that is determined by a lot of factors, including which is commonly demand and supply and other events. So because of many other countries around the world uses oil as a source of energy and a source of economic activity. So if oil price is up, other countries that don't even have oil will be affected economically. Like if oil price is bad or if there's a crisis in oil. So, and a similar thing with gold. Imagine Sudan is one of the biggest countries with highest deposit of gold. Sudan. Yeah, they have some of the mountain that's full of gold in Sudan. Entire mountain full of gold on top. But they're not allowed even to trade in the global financial market. They are on sanction. They can't come up. So their gold is sold through the black market. Private jet will flew in and take all the gold and fly out. But now, if Sudan make economic policy, it does not even affect gold, and gold is one of the major sources of income. So it doesn't affect the gold price. So it's not necessarily based on the FOMC in the United States that is relatively connected to the economy more that can affect it. The only relation gold and oil price, US and oil price has is one, the dollar. The dollar is one of the dominant currency used in trading oil. Yeah. But it's not really the major factor that can shift the price of oil, no. Do you understand? For example, we talk of oil price, we are talking about something happening in the Middle East. Why in the world economy, Middle East does not control the world economy. Some of these countries are even very much poor in terms of a lot of things going on there. They have been at war for a long time. Apart from Saudi Arabia that's stable, most countries within the Middle East doesn't have good economic structure. But their policies affect the oil.
Sorry, Mr. Uche, do you see any positive resolution concerning Israel and Hamas? Because they are negotiating.
They're negotiating. I'm not thinking that those people will end up, because their war is more than 30 years old. So the whole thing is, what is coming up there is that Israel entirely wants to take over, and it doesn't want Hamas to be armed at all. Do you understand? And of course, Donald Trump is working with them to make sure that the whole thing is stabilized. So technically, I think Hamas has been defeated. I'm not sure they're too strong like that.
Hello, sir. I normally say this their war. When they are tired, they will rest. Then after, if it start again, they will fight, they will rest. That's how I always say this their war. It does not end. Like you said, 30 years. They will not end. Always when they are tired, they will relax. Then before you know it, they will pump up. Then they start again.
It will start again. It's like the major economic activity, like the major empowerment. What is giving them more money? Yeah, so I don't know. And I also think that it's also the political arrangement for economic activities. You know what I mean? So it could be the political. See, I want to urge you guys, let us have a plan. Anyone that is ready, let us properly move into non-banking financial. Some of us have capacity to be an investment research analyst. We don't need to go to school for it. We could train ourselves to become it. What you just said now, Cynthia, sparked the discussion. There are a lot of things you could navigate into and become a very big person in terms of finance. And then, do you know one thing? If you could research about businesses and investment, you'll be making a lot of money because many people have money they want to invest somewhere. So these are the things that you research on and use them, discover a potential opportunity that's not just that's beyond normal trading. In the non-banking financial market is big. There are a lot of instruments, even we cannot even discover it on time. But when we're able to discover it, we call for it, explain it to investor. The person will see the insight, know the reason why he or she want to invest. And then you guys will invest and cash out big time. So there are a lot of factors affecting all these things. If you're a research analyst, it becomes more valuable because you can take your time and research on all these key critical areas that could impact any of the asset class you want to invest in and come out with a resolution or a predictable movement or a predictable market.
Mr. Uche, I want to subscribe for it.
Fine. Because in our training school, we have some research analysts that's supposed to be coming to teach, but we don't call them to teach because we think that there's no student for it. Everybody just wants to cash out big. So we'll be having some of these scheduled classes, a proper training on it, so that you understand. At the end of the day, you may become a very good and renowned investment banker.
So how do we start it now?
And since you educated interest now, it will be in my mind. Like last week, I wanted to call one of our lecturers. If you check our website, they said we have more people that used to teach there. Even we have about 4 standing person that does not come to teach in our school because we think that we don't have lecture for them. So if we now discover that students are developing interest on it, we'll be bringing them in. It's almost 6 months now. We have not done course on wealth management. Then you guys need it.
Okay. So, sir, when will the classes kick off, sir? Because we need most of this thing you're making.
That's another interest now from you. That means I will call the lecturers to come and fix it.
Okay, sir.
I have 2 interests now, Emmanuel and Ede. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Perfect. So, sorry. So we have about 2 minutes to go. Okay. Want to say something?
I say it's almost time.
Yeah. We have about 2 minutes to go. So let's see what's going to be the outcome. Like my own assertion is that, I'm not selling within this price. So even if it dropped, it could be careful. You can sell if you dropped if you want, but also make sure you exist on time. But I'm believing that it's gonna be kind of a shortage. Then we can now have more assurance that we'll make profit in coming days. At least by now, you guys must have known how to analyze inventory report. Is there anyone struggling to understand this thing?
The only challenge that we're having, there are a lot of factors that we have to put in place. The geopolitical issues, Donald Trump issues, and all everything. So it's kind of difficult to make conclusion.
Yeah, I understand you, and that's where a research analyst come into play. A lot of people is asking us to be giving them signals.
So yeah, we don't need signal to. If we become signal collector is not
Perfect
sustainable.
decrease 6 million. You see, I told you there's demand in the market. Decrease 6 million. Then can you see that the price is now surging? So guys, it's now confirmation that you people may make a lot of money this week. Do you understand?
Hello, sir. So can I enter it now? Is it
It's not
possible
what
for me
you
to enter it?
isn't what you have been saying.
I have not entered the trade because you know my account is a small account. So me, I was waiting for a better confirmation before entering the trade.
It's about even without that decrease for me,
So,
nothing will make me sell that market there. That's what I've been saying since I think since last week. Even though that said increase supply, I'm not gonna sell oil at that price.
okay. So now where are we looking at for SL for US WTI?
I've already said it's 60 or something below 60. Like this area is good, like 2.5% or 3% risk. Because here now, in this market, now what's important here is that you have more chance of gaining than losing. That's the important thing in this market. There are more chances of gaining it than losing it. Let's say gaining could be up to 70%, losing the market could be up to
50.5 now, that is about 250 pips.
Yeah. So for example, if you're using I use one lot to calculate my things. So if
It's
you have
one lot.
so if you have $10,000 account, for example, if you put it like that, that would be 2.5% risk, which is around $2,500 loss.
Okay. Oh.
So if it's $1,000 account, which is 0.01, that would be around $25 loss. Yeah. Then if it's no, I mean just calculate it that way. Yeah, that's how I calculate my own.
Because my program account is based on 1 decimal point, which is about $1 per
per volume.
Per pip. If I use one lot size.
Okay. So now it's a good confirmation. That's most likely gonna be we're not praying for war. You know, if escalation is happening in the Middle East or within Russia and Ukraine, it's also affecting life. But sometimes all these things, people are already catching up from it, especially we too that are traders. It's not that we like it, but it's also another opportunity that could spark the market, these market prices to go up or to be very much volatile. So the shortage now is a very good one, and it supersede the previous one of last week, which was 3 million barrel. You know, last week was about 3 million barrel here, as you can see. Yeah, it's about 3 million barrel, and this week we are having 2 million, 6 million, which is double of what was supplied last week. And remember, the previous week was minus 3 million. Here, it was minus 3 million. You know that cumulative analysis is also important, like taking into account the figure. So if you check our course on data analysis, what we used to do, we can extract this data. We can extract 6 months data, 6 months supply data of oil and analyze it and know how the supply flow is common in the market. There's something I'm researching. I didn't get the report on time before the time. I wanted to know the quantity of order available on exchange. And then I will know that one. You can use it to know the demand.
So, sir, with this analysis now, is the expectation still 400 pips or more than 400?
No, I'm expecting. Let me share the screen with you. I'm expecting 65. Yeah, 300 here, 65.
300 pips. Okay.
That's what I'm. Remember, it can take days. This may continue to next week. So, like, there's sense of this market starting like like this. You just need one big candlestick to hit 65. That's just what we need.
Okay.
Guys, it's not possible. You just need one big candlestick.
It's whatever, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Who else can agree with me? It's possible to just have a sharp candlestick that's like this.
I agree, sir.
So it's very possible. You just need one. And now, so if you want to cumulate it, remember on Brent, we still have the same analysis on Brent. So Brent is also the same thing. So if you get from here, from 62 to the, okay, let me just calculate it using this one. From this price now to this price is actually 260, 50 pips. Yeah, but if you calculate from here, started last week, this average 300 pips. Okay, maximum 300 pips and average 250 pips. So that's 300 pips. So if you duplicate it on Brent, that's 600. So if you are using one lot, like the least lot size on oil, the least standard lot, which is one lot, or let me use it on dollar term, $1 volume, so that you'll be confused. That would be $600 profit. Then if you are using $10 volume, like the volume of your odd unit give you $10, that means you'll be expecting about $6,000 profit. Then if you are using $50 volume, of course, you should be expecting, I think, average 30-something thousand or $60,000 profit. All these are based on the capital you are controlling and the margin you are holding. And the margin you are holding, especially the spread also is also important. And it's more possible if you're using a free floating broker that does direct executions. So may I know if there's any further question on us? Let me check the homepage to see if there's any breaking news. So I'm loading it now.
Let me switch it.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Where are we supposed to place our stop loss?
Who's talking?
This
Is
sir.
it? Okay. I was I said around 60 or below 60, depending. Check the price of the broker you are using. Like me, I'm using standard price because it's coming from exchange. I think this
Mine
one
is
is
showing me 63.
that means
63.30.
that means you're on Brent.
No, I'm on WTI.
Okay. So the stop loss
Brent
60
is
is
showing me
fine.
66 points.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 60 is fine for stop loss. 60 is a nice deal, and that's the average 250 pips from here to here. That's that's 250 pips because of 60 and 62 and 60. That's 200 pips. So it's fine. Or you put it around that's just 250 pips because 62.50 and 60.0, that's 250 pips. Or unless you put it to 300 pips, which is 59.50 somewhere here. That means average 3% risk.
Okay. 59.50.
Yeah. So do you know how I calculate my risk? Because we have run the risk management course several times. You guys have the video, so I don't want to keep emphasizing on it. How I calculate my own risk based on those lot size. I already know that one lot size on one. If I want to use the mini micro lot size on $1,000, that's about 0.01. Which, and if I put this in like this, it will give me $25 minus. Or if I put on 300 pips, you give me $30 minus. I'm talking about people on a small account. Then if I want to take risk, or I want to increase my risk to make more money, if that money, then I can use a bigger loss size, but target the whole thing. So I can target maybe 30% risk, or I can also use small volume, like big volume, but closer stop loss. Let's say I just want to make big money. It just depends on what I want to achieve. Like, you know that in trading, if you have a good opportunity, it can double $1,000 to 3,000, 4,000. Yeah, it's possible. Let us not lie about it. But it's all about what that money is meant for and how I want it to be traded. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, sir. So where should our TP? Where should we look at TP? Is this 65?
Yeah, I'm talking about 65, but personally, I don't used to put stop loss, but I can have an ID stop. Sorry, I don't used to put take profit, but I can have an ID take profit. Like ID 300, 250 to 300 pips. If you check here and check here, that's average 300 pips. Maximum 300 pips and average 260 pips. Yeah, but remember, it can still go to 66. So that's why instead of me to put my what do you call it? My take profit, I could adjust my stop loss once I start gaining. But I'm not saying you must use it like that, but you could target it that way in case you're not regularly online.
Okay.
The other advantage of open take profit is that it can give you chances to gain more market on a good market. Like gain more profit on a good market. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
a market that you be expecting that it to go 100 pips, only for you to see that it has gone 200 or 300. So if your take profit is if it's empty, you can maximize it. But if it's not empty, it will just close up and you are out of the market, but where you could have earned more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my reason, because I trade against risk. I don't trade against profit.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So you know that we have a very straightforward analysis. It's not too complex. This gold most likely may start going off from here. It's even enter although we have a buy in gold. I'm not sure whether it's gaining. I will try to check where we enter it. We have a lot of buy on gold for a long time, like a long time buy on gold. I don't know if anyone is on gold or want to go on gold. Then
I want to go on gold, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah. We on this gold, what I'm seeing here, gold may most likely not continue coming down. I was expecting to come down below around 10,200. So what's gonna happen? Just take note now before I go. So if this market eventually close at uptrend here, so we will target here as our stop loss. I'm sorry, I'm marking it on green, but the green does not mean that it's an entry. Let me mark it on red. So we could target here as our stop loss then and enter between this price. But let's wait until it closes on a positive note. Like if the market closes today closes uptrend, then we could target that way and put our SL here. This strategy is what I learned from my mentor 2013, and that's how he trade. He allowed the first candlestick to close first and now enter, especially a market that we don't have clear fundamentals. Do you understand? Yeah. So because we have a long time expectation on gold, if we be expecting around 3,400 or above, because gold will most likely break this even, most likely.
Okay. Sir?
Yeah. I'm with you. So if you have a question, you can ask me. If you don't have a question, then we can end so that you save more of your time. We have only 15 minutes to go. But we are not okay. I was saying something. I was trying to check the current news if there's a news.
One of my major problem in the crude oil inventory is this to buy or to sell. That issue of where they say decrease and increase. If you look at the forest factory, most times they always use maybe green, or they use red, or they use black. So I don't really get the clarity on that aspect of direction, if there's a demand or a supply. So it's always a challenge for
Yeah,
me to choose in that
so
direction.
yeah, basically I use the English one of it. Like you see, this is a clear English statement. You know that if you take time, you can still study the entire report. But I quickly should show you the summary of the supply. But now, here now, look at what this green something mean. Look, the analyst, they will make their forecast. Okay, let me make it on yellow. They will give their forecast. Do you understand? That's most likely
Yes.
going to be shortage. That's the forecast. Now, they said that will be minus 0.8 million barrel. That's the expectation. But now, we now have minus 6. So that means it went better than expectation. That's why it become green.
Okay.
You understand now? Like now,
Yes.
If it was maybe plus 6 million, it will become red. That means it's worse than what they expected. For example, I don't know what this thing is. This is Canada NOHP report on Canada. So they were expecting 0.1%, but it came out to minus 0.1%. So it became worse than what they expected. So here now, they were expecting 2.3. Last one of it was also 2.3. Now it came out 2.3. So it become neutral.
No direction.
Yeah. So something final core CPI and final CPI. Yeah. So these are the reason why you don't need to use forecast to trade. Use the entire economic outlook of a particular country or a particular region to trade, because does not have strong impact on a focus level, on a single level. It does not really have strong impact on it. What impact the currency is the overall outlook of the economy of the country you're trading their currency. But you could get them from gathering all this data. When you gather all this data, then you summarize it and now know that, okay, this economy is strong, or this quarter is going to be strong. I will now invest on this economy. So that is one of the reasons why you place a trade. You place a trade on forex market or currency pair. It can go up against you for like 1 month. It doesn't take reverse. It keep going until the thing got a profit at a loss, or the market can go down against you for a long time because it didn't capture the economic trend of that particular currency pair.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I have a question. I finished my review. For introduction and how to management of risk and the others. So I don't know what is my next training, because I asked Daniel. Daniel did not give me any answer.
So then now, when you have finished all this review and the basic introduction, we now go into advanced level where you now begin to give you specialized courses on stock market, crude oil, and forex. Like we break it down for you. So at that level, you could pick area of interest. You could choose to be a forex trader, stick on forex market. You could not choose to be maybe a commodity trader, stick on commodity market. The advantage of being a commodity trader is that you can navigate to spot. I've always mentioned this spot,
Yes,
but
sir.
nobody want to ask me. So we can give you access to more opportunities that has a lot of money too. So you can be trading derivative, futures, and spot at the same time, and you don't need a license.
Okay.
Yeah. So
for me, because
okay.
Even before I joined, I made my perspective known, because what I really want is the commodity side of trading, which is the oil. So
Okay,
I'm
so
okay with that.
so we could give you more training out there, but navigating into oil spot and oil futures. Okay, oil futures is easier because the brokers will use trade on futures, not just derivative. But it may not be able to trade on spot unless if you are able to, partner with some government companies and you're going to profit. But do you know one thing? It's the same price all of us are trading, only that the models are different. For example, this one we are dealing now, we are dealing on margin and leverage, while their own does not have margin, but they need more money to secure a deal. Yes, it's also the same buy and selling, but this is the channel which he came into the commodity market or oil and gas sector. It can scale from there and become something better. Then now, on that note, you be doing more research and reading more on oil-related events. Like you become familiar with OPEC, this EIA website, you have to like browse it. In fact, know all the pages, know everything that's happening there. Okay, this is the EIA website. So all the thing that has to do with oil, all the policies involved, because that is things you need to know. Then since now you are now very much good with technical, so you can even predict it properly more than those who are just talking about only fundamental, because they don't trade. So you can be able to analyze it on chart and also analyze it in reality.
Okay.
Like for me, if I'm listening to a local radio talk about oil, without being on chat, I will know that oil will rise or fall. Maybe some report they will just give from local radio. So okay, and then this market will go up. And if I come back online later, I will see that it has gone up or it has come down.
So now that means I should be expecting a message from Daniel.
No, we'll have another class on that. Yeah.
So
some of them
am I supposed to book? Am I supposed to book?
No. We have recorded some of them. We'll give you after. Then we'll summarize it.
Okay. That means I should be expecting it from Daniel.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So guys, don't panic about the whole thing. Okay.
Patrick.
Patrick.
I just joined today. I cleared with Daniel that this is my defense.
My own interest. I tell you now, it was on. Let me go back to my position.
So I'm not entirely floating because I came from a crypto background, so I know some technical analysis and all that. But it's the first time, so I don't know the way forward. I don't know if you're going to send any pre-recorded courses for me to go through or something.
Yeah, we'll send you some video to watch on introductory level. Then you will now book a one-on-one training, minimum 30 minutes, maximum 45 minutes, like a review. So once you finish it, review. Once you finish it, then you get a review. So the faster you finish them, the faster the review.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should be first material.
Yeah. You should be expecting it on, since our support person enroll you, then you be, and you're even lucky I didn't remove you because of your name is not here.
He told me he would send my name.
Yeah, probably he didn't update it on my list. Maybe he has sent it on the one on my email, but I did not download it because I just came and started the meeting. So we will give you those details then and now set you up on how to start. Then that's after you have gone through training and everything. Since you know technical, it will be easier for you. Since you're also into crypto, it will be easier for you. It won't be too hard. I don't think you discover that crypto is more volatile than this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. But in crypto, you can lose all your money to like the value become nothing. But the crypto may still be there in figure, but it will be valueless. Why in forex, if you're using high leverage and a high volume, you can lose all your money to zero. Wow. That's another thing. Yeah. If you are using high leverage, but if you're not using high leverage, you cannot lose your money to zero. Okay. And the most traders hardly use low leverage because low leverage won't allow them to do what they want to do in the market. People that use low leverage are mostly people with big money, so they can leverage on their own money instead of looking for a boost. And people within the European economic areas and some people in the UK, based on regulation, they allow them. The regulator doesn't allow them to give more than 1:30. So some people are trading 1:10, 1:15, 1:5, 1:1. And those things limit their power of execution. And then now they will require them to put more money because that policy alone automatically make it to be that he must earn a certain amount of money, must deposit a certain amount of money to be able to trade on the platform. So which is now making it a market for the rich, not a market for the average earners within the European economic areas. And on that note, they're most likely not going to lose their money to zero because of the low leverage. But we, unfortunately, like for us, our economic capacity is not like that. Some of us, when we put $1,000, it's a lot of money. When we put $10,000, $5,000, it's a lot of money to us, because of the economy. So we most likely want to go for high leverage.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I think we have 5 minutes to go. So if there's no other thing, I mean, most likely end the meeting so that we can go back to office. Is there any other question? So I will be monitoring the market, the whole situation. I've been trying to refresh this page to see if I will see a breaking news. Sometimes if you end up in look at what I was looking for. Oil rise on major crude oil inventory drop. It said the crude oil inventory in the United States decreased by 6 million barrels during the week ending August. That's August 15, after growing by 3 million barrels in the week period. That's last week. Is it not what we saw on Forest Factory? As of last week, last week was 3 million barrels. Like there was a supply. Now there's a shortage of 6 million, which is also a very big figure. So it will be a double confirmation for us. If you go on Bloomberg, you will see it there, but I will not be able to show you here because I don't have the premium access on Bloomberg again. And I don't want to be paying them every month for it. That's why I used to get more. Those of you that are in Nigeria, you may be able to get access to it free because we have free access to the information. While here, most of the big news, you have to be paying for it every month for you to read their news. So you may see more of it. And I wish you guys all the best. And I'll be monitoring the market. In case anything changes, I will still let you guys know. If we're able to hit our target, then I'll still let you guys know. Yeah. I'm not sure if this meeting is recorded, so I could be able to send it to those of us that are not here because we have a lot of people who need this information. But we'll try to send it on our group. And if you have any information, again, if you get confused along the way, feel free to let us know. Yeah, another thing we'll let you guys know more is our analysis on
Good.
USJPY. We're expecting another market opportunity here. So we are just watching, and it will be a buy opportunity. We are watching it to see if it happen again. There was a time we catch us 700 pips here. That was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we're expecting another one. And once it matured, then we'll be able to let you guys know. You can be able to cash out from it. Yeah. So if you want to register for all of you are paid people, fine. Yeah, it's not a free class. I want to talk about registration. So I will let you guys go back to work. So I see you guys and do have a wonderful working day.